Good evening, everyone. I'm here with Travis Sharp. We also know him by Poet Sharp. All right, Travis. You must be excited with all these things happening right now, man. But first, what inspired you to all this skateboard designing, and where'd you get your influence? What motivated you, and all that? Just give me a brief background on your inspiration here, would you please?
There's a lot in that question. So as far as it goes with skateboarding, I started skateboarding when I was 7. Fell in love with it. It's been a passion since then. So with that, that's where it all started. And with this design of decks, it's something I never really saw happening. Definitely didn't see it happening. Early in the career of mine, I got involved with publishing books. So I was caught up with the Library of Congress, publishing rights, getting my books copied, writing all the time, skating all the time. On top of everything else that I was doing. It's funny.
That's fascinating.
I had so much that I got done. But as far as the decks go, in 2016, Chaos and Mirrors was merged. That goes back to where I was speaking about the books. So once I got I needed to switch it up. I started skating more. I had 3 publishings out. Me and my friend Oak formed Chaos and Mirrors. The 2 of us were 2 lyricists. He makes the beats, and we mix our ideas together, and we give what we got. And that happens to do very well for us, and so we're really stoked on that. That's going awesome. That was going awesome at the time. So I had the idea to release a deck just to market, so when we're at shows performing, we could sell decks along with our t-shirts, add that to the merch.
That's pretty
so
cool.
we
That
added
you got
merch,
there.
which was the first deck was our merch, and it was just an experimental solo run that we went with, and
These are all different sizes.
So we went with the tri deck. They're all different sizes. The first deck is the tri deck. These are out of stock. I'm not sure if we're gonna run them again, just because they're so popular and so many important, vital people that helped get me to where I'm at now, were people that purchased them and were involved with it.
Nice.
Although it's still a possibility. But yeah, it's a got to be trademark design of mine.
Well, it's pretty
Like a
neat.
graffiti
That's for
can.
sure.
But okay, so this is an 8-inch deck. Has a mellow concave to it. The tails are mellow. Actually, I'm gonna tell you that steep concave, mellow deck. It's a dope deck, really well. Just switched up distributors along the way, and stuff switched up from this deck a little bit.
How about these ones here?
So that gets us to the next deck. So we wanted to go for quality, so we did another run on these decks, which came out to be really high quality. There's the logo again, the graffiti can.
That's a neat logo there.
These were marketed and sold out of my house and out of the trunk of my car and at skate parks, hand to hand, just to people that I knew, because they were so special. They're a lot more expensive, which leads kind of to where we developed eventually, but that's where we're at this point. But that's at the 775 deck. It's pretty dope. Awesome nose, awesome tail. So then we went to these models. They're 8-inch decks, 7-layer maple wooden ply decks. Awesome deck. It's what I ride right now currently. Has a steep nose. The only thing about it's a little different than the first one that came out with the mellow concave. This is a steep concave, so it has the steep concave and the steep tail transitions, I guess I should say. The tail and the nose is a lot steeper on it. Although the nose, you only get about one finger and it starts going up right away. And on the back, same thing is going on, except you got about 2 fingers and then the tail's a little more mellow. So the nose wasn't really what I love right now. So that's what led me to the next development. But these are all 8-inch decks. So this is a great board, great deck, love it to death. Just figured out how to modify it to great better. That's a skyline, it's a photograph of downtown Denver.
Nice. Pretty good.
And as we get on to the next deck, this was ran about the same time. This is really popular. I do want to give a shout out to the Denver Art Society. They're really cool on the way. Along the way, during the beginning of this process, I had my decks in the art gallery, and they were selling to the art gallery, and that did really well. I just didn't have enough time to keep dedicating to it. I had too many projects in mind, too many things going on. So
That looks pretty good too.
this is River. It was graphically designed, iPad tablet, 8-inch deck, and the tail. Like I was saying about the nose, what I didn't like about it, how it turned real steep. They're both 7 inches. It's 7 inches yet, both on both ends. It just doesn't feel like it on the nose. When you ollie, it just feels like you run out of room. You kick flip, you always get that board bite right in your ankle. So that's the only knock on this one. Otherwise, I love nollie pop shove-its, as I get tons of pop for those. They work great. Nollie flips are great with it, so no issues with it. Just a little different deck. Awesome for all these decks are great for bowls and transition.
Right on.
I love transition. I love bowls. That's what I ride the most of.
Cool. Let's see. This
And
guy.
that gets us to
This one looks pretty
the Colorado
awesome too.
series. So the Colorado series came out. This is brand new release. It's just now getting turned available. This week it'll turn available. It's not even available as of right now yet. We're taking pre-orders on them, but that's what's going down with it. But how it's modified is it's a lot different. So with the nose, I got 2 fingers, and it's actually a shorter nose, a little shy of 7 inches. But I got 2 fingers that are flat before it goes up, which is drastically an increase in performance on my tricks, on what I like to ride. Tail, you got 3 fingers of flat in the back before it starts to get the incline under tail. And so we got the little shy 7 inches on the nose.
I really like this. The wheels too.
Yeah, those wheels are pretty dope. I love the color of them. They match really good. But these are Portland Wheel Company wheels. I like them because they're 101A hardness. I like to squirm a lot when I ride. So these wheels are nice and slippery and slick for that, so I love it. This
I
deck
love it,
also comes, this deck versus those decks, comes fully gripped, has a clear grip tape in the center, over the center graphic.
This one's really good.
And on it here is it's trichomes of some locally grown bud around here. And great looking cannabis. It's macro
That's
photography. I did the macro photography myself. It was something I got into recently, and I combined that with the artwork for the deck, and which completed the whole Colorado
So
series.
this one, the Colorado series, is available right now, as you said?
It'll be available this week.
Awesome.
It'll definitely be available this week.
That is awesome.
Definitely.
And
I'll announce it. It might be a few days. even.
besides social media, how you planning to market these things? I mean, it's awesome. I can already tell Kids
social
gonna,
media, we're
everyone.
marketing them. That's good tea, all natural. Good stuff. Wow, that's good. Okay. So, back to the marketing. The marketing of the decks, when we're going through, I was going hand to hand, just marketing to everyone I knew. That was working, that's been so efficient and working fine. Since the pandemic happened, obviously that slowed that roll down a lot. So then I turned to social media. Social media lit up. Social media showing a demand. That's what led me to the creation. I want to make a new deck. I want to make a newer one, a better one. I had the ideas and thoughts of making a new one for a while. I just hadn't had the time to get around and do it. And I thought this would be a great time to do it. And that way the deck will already be out here in a couple of days. Maybe this week sometime.
That's quite exciting.
So that's what led me to it. Really stoked on it. Real proud of that deck. Like I said,
Yep.
all the decks all have their great fine qualities.
Fine
nothing
qual. I
wrong
like
with
all
any
the
of them.
designs too.
This is
It's pretty dope. I'm
Definitely.
seeing it right in front of me right now.
It's my personal preferences for what I like to ride. You know, and Chaos and Mirrors, and that's our brand, that's our logo. That's who the lyrics is for.
Yeah.
Spotify, iTunes, you can check it out. It's all dope. May not be your type of music, it's all experimental, but it's something I got into just to do something different away from the regular music I was doing.
Oh yeah.
Because I can be regular, but I like to be weird too. But it's just the way it is. But with these noses on here, you can see what I was talking about. The nose. Let me show them here, line them up, pull them back a little bit right here. This nose right here. Bring the camera over and get an aerial shot. This nose right here is a lot shorter. Has a snub nose, which is dope. You know, you can still get a little pop of the nollie and everything. It's gonna be cool. When I'm riding it, now you can see the nollies. You know, nollie flips, nollie tray flips. You know, it's gonna scrape a little bit. But otherwise, if you're not going nollie a lot, if you're a bull rider, you're riding regular stance a lot, you know, you're gonna be cool. The deck's gonna be great for you. Otherwise, you're better going off for some of these in the first run, which currently are tough to get now because they're out of stock. So your best option is going with the newest model, which is the best buy. It's the highest quality.
That's
It's Canadian
awesome.
maple.
Well, I'm getting mine one for sure.
Yeah, definitely. I fell in love with it. Opening it out of the box was great. It's a beautiful deck. You got the deep perp showing. It's just my style, and it's just like I said, it's like what I like to ride for the nose and the tail.
That is awesome.
And all the other decks, they're all dope too. So.
Well,
yeah.
cool. Thank you for your time, Bud Sharp. I want to wish you all the best here. I mean, these boards are magnificent, you know. So
Yeah, I appreciate that.
yeah, I hope you come out with new designs and stuff. I'm sure everyone will appreciate your dedication and your hard work in here. I can already tell. I'm excited for you.
Yeah,
Right
definitely.
on.
It's real dope. It has me really excited. I'm stoked. It's really cool. It's amazing to be where I'm at, but it's everybody that's watching this right now. If you're watching this now, you're a supporter of what's going on. You're the reason that it's gotten this far. And skateboarding right now it's a great thing to be into. It's awesome. The pandemic going on, it lets you be away, do your own thing. You can get away, you can think, you can meditate, you can feel your own vibe. You can go around with a few other skaters, you can vibe with them, you can mingle, it's chill, it's a dope scene. And
Well, cool. Thank you so much, Travis, once
Definitely.
again for your time, and hopefully we'll get the opportunity to get your stuff here soon. out there? Any newer stuff?
Yeah, definitely. You'll definitely be updated on all the newer stuff coming out. Right now with the new model releasing, I have ideas in mind. Don't take it the wrong way and think I'm slacking off or anything. However, my left foot has gotten better. No one realizes that on the last trick I did and the last video part I put out on Instagram, it was just a little acid drop of a ledge. Oh, it wasn't little. It was 5 foot high, and it was just a weird landing. I had to land it weird because there's concrete grate going down, and so it took a couple tries. It just wasn't working out right at first. Not to mention when you walk up onto the ledge, you climb up onto the 4.5 foot ledge after getting up onto a curb. It's an overhang for where cars drive up in a carport, so it's like a 20-foot drop. And then as you walk out onto it, it's more like a 15-foot drop, then it turns into a 20-foot drop as you walk farther out onto the ledge. Then when you're out on the far edge, right before you make the final run to do the jump, it's like 25 feet down on the right side if you fall. A lot of people don't realize that from the footage, but focusing on the parkour aspect of that and running across that every time totally distracted everything from doing the trick, to where the trick was just instinct. It's like and it got to a point, the landing zone, I didn't have time to land or I would hit something or fly off the end of the building. So I just got what I had to do and got it done.
Sweet,
so
man.
Check that part out too. But anyways, on that trick there, when I rode away from it, I landed, fractured the left foot, and
Well, I'm glad
it was
it's
no good, but today's
looking a lot better.
Skate shoes, and it's awesome. It's a great
Well,
feeling
cool.
finally to have.
Alrighty, my man. Thank you for your time again.
Yeah, thank you, man.
And I hope to catch up with you really, really soon.
Definitely keep you updated. Thank you for your interview, and thank you for the time.
Thank you. Have a good night, man.
All right, peace.